Thank you for that host, alligator. Oh, shit's pissing me off.
Program complete.
Times tonight. Thanks for those sparks, son. I'm just curious, do any of you guys experience this shit when you stream? Both of you guys stream from your consoles, right? Do you ever have fucking issues where it just stops? It just fucking stops? Because so far I haven't fucking met anyone else that has this problem. I have good fucking internet. I have fucking top-notch fucking networking hardware. What the fuck?
Program complete.
Thanks for those sparks, son. Hey, everything's hardwired, and it's all fucking...
Program complete.
All gigabit shit. I have fucking Comcast. And I'm fucking sick and tired of hearing from them that, oh, it must be Lightstream. Turn off Lightstream. No, I shouldn't fucking have to turn off Lightstream. I fucking pay to be able to use it.
Program complete.
And no, it's not fucking Lightstream, because I've streamed before without it, which is bullshit considering how much time I've put into my overlays. Yeah, you have to get your chat rank up so you can do the big ones. Like your night chat rank, your mixer rank. This is ridiculous. Oh, we'll see how long that lasts. This isn't an overly populated lobby.
Auto-destruct sequence armed.
Appreciate those hosts. Yes, I'm well aware that I'm live. I should be fucking live. I should have not gone off at all.
Auto-destruct sequence armed.
Yep, and then I get removed from my party.
Program complete.
They better fucking fix this shit before they come out with Scarlet. What's up, Justino?
Program complete.
You know, I fucking called some bitch out on Twitter the other day for talking shit about PewDiePie and his fucking wedding. You know, calling him a white supremacist without any fucking evidence whatsoever. And fucking Twitter just... Leftist fucking Twitter just makes that disappear. Fucking snowflake motherfuckers. They can talk all the shit they want about fucking conservatives with no fucking evidence to back up their fucking claims. But as soon as they get called out on it, oh, my feelings are hurt. Your words are an assault. I hear one more fucking leftist snowflake say that words are an assault. I'll give him a fucking assault. I'll pause the fucking video so I can open a goddamn service ticket. Like it will do anything. They'll be like, oh, we don't know what the problem is. Solved. Oh yeah, he married his chick. And of course, the fucking socialists come out. Oh, he's a white supremacist. Wow, really? I mean, I guess I must have missed the clan meeting he was at. What up, Crusader? Welcome to the channel. Alright, where's the fucking contact tab? And that shit's pissing me off. That shit's really pissing me off. It should still be on my on-screen chat, but the fact the Catbot takes it upon itself to fucking remove my shit. Put on a straitjacket and stay a while. What the fuck is the matter with that? I used to have Catbot off when that was an option. Now the only option is very low. Oh, much appreciated. I go from fucking one extreme to the other. That's why I call it the lunatic asylum. The fucking craziness runs in my family. Actually, on my mother's side of the family anyways. Alright, go to contact. Subject. You guys are pissing me off. No. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. It's like... Well, you know what fucking cracks me up is when the socialists call neo-Nazis alt-right. They're not alt-right. They're not on the right. They're National Socialists. They're on the fucking left. Anyways, but you know, just these fucking tech companies, they're so goddamn smart, but they can't get this shit together.
Program complete.
Streams keep stopping unexpectedly. Is that how you spell it? That is how you spell it. Technical support. Was it 4 times now or 5 that the stream just stopped on its own? At least 4. Yeah, it's at least 4. 4 times tonight. Stream just stops without warning. I am broadcasting directly from my Xbox 1S. I guess because I didn't spend the big bucks on a 1X, I don't get that premium support, right? It is hardwired, because I know they'll ask. It is on a high-end gigabit router. The Netgear R8000 be specific. There is no consistency. They'll let you write that though, and Catbot doesn't say anything. Which it shouldn't. I mean, we're discussing the matter. It's not like you're being an asshole or anything, you know? Where the fuck did it go, though? Yeah, no shit. Because of fucking Dixiecrats that, you know, because of Dixiecrats, I can't fucking fly rebel flag without getting bullshit from people. Fucking can anything in my fucking life work as designed? This shit makes it difficult to fucking quit smoking. That's for damn sure. This needs to be paused. Pause that. Yeah, no, they have the Mixer has that moderation bot. You know, and because I'm getting frustrated that I have these problems, watch, I'll get labeled as toxic and not conducive to the community, even though I'm one of the fucking, like, I go out of my way to fucking support Mixer. I don't want to quit smoking, it's just smoking is fucking me up. And, like, the e-cigarette used to work, and, like, now, for some reason, it fucking makes me, it makes me fucking cough more than real cigarettes do. Two packs. Oh, well, damn, that's a lot. Well, yeah, no, and like when I was strictly on the E-pen for a while, I had my lung capacity back. It was nice. I don't think I've ever smoked 2 packs a day when I was smoking my heaviest, between a pack and a half a day, depending on how long I was awake. Like if I'm up for 2 days straight, obviously I'm gonna smoke more because I'm awake. See, I'm broadcasting directly from my 1S. It is hardwired. It is on a high-end gigabit router. There is no consistency on when this happens. With or without light stream does not matter. Be 2 minutes or 2 hours in. I have no way to diagnose this. How toxic mesh is broadcasting, and so is Tanuki J. I'd like to keep the vibes positive, but I mean, no, phlegm is just the buildup and shit in your lungs, you know. If you did something cardio like mountain biking or something, it'd help keep your lungs cleared out. It would offset, especially at your age, it would offset the effects of smoking. Like when I was around your age, I remember telling my doctor at the time, and my doctor's like, "Oh, hold on a second. Let me finish bitching at them." This is ridiculous. They better not fucking pull some shit. Oh, you're just being toxic. Because, you know, as soon as you say something that somebody doesn't like, you're being toxic. It's like everyone has to walk on fucking eggshells nowadays. Pisses me off. I changed my overlay, right? I'm on my GTA overlay. You guys aren't looking at a flag right now? I'm all pissed off. I'm trying to get rid of a headache for the last hour, too. Like, are they fucking me because I'm taking the time to host myself with my 2 bots? Is that not allowed?
Auto-destruct sequence armed.
Like, it's fucked me on a couple of good raids, too. It really kind of pisses me off. Like, yeah, no shit. Try to let's hold the wheel. I don't give a fuck about that. Let's see. I don't see... This is one helicopter. And there's people fighting around at the casino. See if I can actually make it over there without getting shot down. But no, like, I don't want to get fucking labeled as toxic by Mixer Support because they've been largely fucking unhelpful. I barely fucking bother them at all. I hit them up 3 weeks ago, or almost 3 weeks ago, because you can't update your team logos. Oh, you actually recognize the flag? You know how many people have no idea that this is the Stars and Bars? They have no clue about this flag. They see the St. Andrew's cross, all of a sudden it's all over. What are you, racist? No. I grew up watching Dukes of Hazzard. I think the flag, as a kid, I just thought the flag looked cool. I didn't know anything about its background. Not for nothing, in Dukes of Hazzard, the Duke boys had black friends that drove cars with fucking Confederate flags on them. How the fuck was I supposed to know that some people might get offended by it? Trying to change people's attitudes about it, though. No, it's not. It wasn't even... the rebel flag didn't even have that... didn't even have that association until the 50s, when the... you know, the Dixiecrats is what they were called. They were Democrats. They weren't Republicans. They were Democrats that were against desegregation and you know, it was them and the Klan, who were also Democrats, that started using it for that shit. Yeah, no shit. And yeah, like, some states, like South Carolina, were very overt and very clear that they were leaving the Union because they wanted to maintain slavery. But other states like Texas left the Union because the federal government didn't fucking hold up their end of the deal. Which, you know, like, it's a prime example. Texas joined the Union. They were given certain guarantees by the federal government to have assistance with border issues with Mexico and Native American tribes in the West. And they didn't get that assistance that they were promised. Well, yeah, for some people, but it was also the mid-19th century. You have to put it in perspective. Like, you cannot hold were alive 175 years ago. Wait, spin the fucking wheel, dickhead. Watch it land on the car now that I can't win the car. Oh yeah, 2,500 RP. Yay. Alright, ranked up. Fuck it. I go to first person in the casino because he moves faster that way.
Hello. And here are your chips.
Yeah, the thing is, like, of course there was fucking racism involved. It was the fucking 1860s. But here's my thing, right? No shit, who do you think they were getting them from? Europeans weren't going to Africa and running out into the bush and trapping fucking black people. Their own people were selling them to slave traders. They were usually undesirables of their tribes, or people that had committed crimes against their tribes, or otherwise, or they were prisoners from other tribes. that was sold off. They sold their own fucking people into slavery. It doesn't excuse it, but that's part of the problem that very frequently gets overlooked, is their own role in their fucking problem. Now, anyone that fucking knows anything about science would understand that if the human race lasts long enough, the day is going to come when we will eventually all look alike, and we're gonna be we're gonna be like a fucking light brown color. We're not gonna be white or black.
Hello, sir.
You know, but
Welcome.
we're talking like thousands of
please.
years.
Bets are done. Let us begin.
Everybody was involved in it. It was an archaic practice, but that was
One more card.
that was how people then operated. No!
21.
Oh, thank God. Thank fucking God it was an ace. I didn't mean to fucking hit that. Yeah, Africans sold off their own people. The whole fucking practice is wrong. I mean, like, I don't agree with people getting underpaid, never mind doing work for free. But my thing with the Confederacy, though, is you have to give them credit that whatever they believe fucked up, they still had the balls to tell the federal government to go fuck off. And they had a constitutional right to tell the federal government to go fuck off. There's nothing in the Constitution, nothing at all in the U.S. Constitution that says that states can't secede from the Union. Nothing at all. There's some arbitrary fucking court ruling by Republicans of that day, too, which are different than Republicans of today. There was an arbitrary court ruling from a Republican-appointed Supreme Court roughly 10 years after the Civil War ended. The state of Texas sued the federal government for the reparations they were being forced to pay. They said, look, we exercised our constitutional right to leave the Union because you fucking guys didn't hold up your end of the bargain. It had nothing to do with slavery. You weren't doing what you were supposed to do, so we left. Keep in mind, Texas was a sovereign nation for 10 years before they gained statehood. They had no problem going it alone. Even to this day, Texas has no problem going it alone. They have their own fucking oil. They're on their own electrical grid. They have access to deep water ports in the Gulf of Mexico. They don't need the U.S. Yeah, exactly. If anything, the Union Jack is a way more oppressive symbol than the Confederate flag. Colonialism, regardless of the color of the skin of the people that were doing it, was fucked up, but that was the way it worked back then. And there's a reason why we don't do it that way anymore. Yeah. Texas gained their independence from Mexico. That's why they're the Lone Star State. They were a sovereign nation for 10 years before joining the U.S.
All bets are closed. Best of luck.
You know, and here's the other thing, right? Lincoln is not a fucking hero, okay? He's not. He's a fucking scumbag. I spit on his grave, and when I get to hell, I'm gonna bitch slap him with an open hand. All right? We shouldn't even have a fucking holiday for this cocksucker. He was a repressive fucking president. He fucking exceeded his presidential authority far more than Trump has. All right? First, all right. He didn't give a fuck about the slaves. He used it as a political angle to get public support and to get support, to get international support against the Confederacy.
10. A 13.
All right.
Dealer bust.
He was even quoted. Oh, nice. I somehow won with a 7 because I was distracted. I'm getting out of here before I lose money.
Good for you. Enjoy those winnings.
Actually, that chick's not a bad dealer. I do pretty good when she's on the table. So yeah, so this fucking cocksucker, he was having journalists that that wrote unfavorable stories about him, thrown in jail. He was shutting down newspapers that published unfavorable stories. Like, he was a repressive president that exceeded his presidential authority. And he was even quoted as saying that if he could save the Union without freeing a single slave, he would. If to save the Union, that's what he would do. He just wanted to maintain the Union. Why? Tax base, money. That's it. That's what colonialism is all about. That's why England did it. That's why Portugal did it. That's why Spain did it. Expand your tax base to make your ruling class wealthier. It's all it's about. Exactly. And the thing is, he was a segregationist when he ran for the Senate for the state of Illinois. All right. And here's the other thing. Here's a single piece of evidence. All right, single piece of evidence to make anyone shut the fuck up about how the South only left because of slavery. All right, you can't say slavery had nothing to do with it. You cannot say that slavery was the only reason. It was one of the major factors for some. It was a minor factor for others, and for some, it wasn't a factor at all. It all depends on who the fuck you asked. All right, but ultimately, it came down to the federal government was expanding its powers. People in the South didn't like it, and they exercised their constitutional right. Now, they would have been in a much better position had they not fired the first shots. They did start actual aggressions at Fort Sumter, but they also told Union troops to get the fuck out. Union troops should have gotten the fuck out. So, there's that. But here's the thing, right? My single biggest argument that it wasn't about enslaving or freeing black people is the fact the North fucking won. The North won, right? The great fucking savior of the black man, Abe Lincoln, won the war, right? Why the fuck did it take 99 years to pass the Civil Rights Act? North won the Civil War in 1865. Civil Rights Act, as we know it today, wasn't passed until 1964. So, what the fuck? I firmly believe if the South had been left alone, or if they had won their sovereignty, I firmly believe that slavery and segregation would have been phased out in probably the same timeline that it was for us. Martin Luther King still would have been born. Malcolm X still would have been born. These people still could have grew up to be civil rights activists, you know? They just would have marched on Richmond instead of Washington. So I fly that flag for the same reason that a lot of Confederates flew it, for the same reason that they adopted that as their first national flag. It's got the red, white, and blue to identify that they're still Americans. But they're Americans that have different ideology than the U.S. government. And the thing is, ever since the end of the Civil War, the federal government has been consolidating and increasing its authority over the people. Personally, I'm an anarchist. No, wrong fucking slot machine, dickhead. I want deity of the sun. I like the deity of the sun slot. That was again. Yeah, so 3 of those on a $2,500 bet would be like $2.5 million. Fucking sweet to hit that up. No, I'm an anarchist because personally I don't think we should have a government. You're talking about the Betsy Ross flag, Jared. Which was an inspiration for this one here. And as a matter of fact, the state of Georgia, when they got rid of the state flag that's got the St. Andrew's battle flag on it, They adopted this for their state flag. The only difference is they put the seal of Georgia within the ring of stars. You're talking about the Betsy Ross flag, which, of course, some on the left claim is a white supremacist or white nationalist symbol now. The fucking left is brutal. They're absolutely fucking brutal. I want to get out of here. Oh yeah, so you know. You do want to, dude. The other day I fucking put down, fucking 10 grand on a 31-to-1, and the motherfucker won. Yeah, I think Mississippi is the last state to have the St. Andrew's cross on it. They still get shit. But like these fucking leftists should not be like ripping down fucking Confederate statues and shit, right? Half the people at those fucking protests bust in from out of state. Like, who the fuck are you to go to someone else's state to tell them what they can and can't have at their fucking, you know, fucking pisses me off. But no, yeah, constitutionalist, yes. But fundamentally, I'm an anarchist. And an anarchist, people are like, oh, anarchy means chaos. No. Anarchy does not fucking mean chaos. Anarchy comes from Latin words that the originate, I don't remember the fucking word, but the origins in Latin of the word archy simply means someone who has authority over you. That nobody has authority over you. And no, we shouldn't have a government. No, the government's become bloated and wasteful. No, it should be, we should have a true anarchy. Basically, if you're an adult, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want, so long as it does not affect anyone else. And I know, I'll say that. And then there'll be some asshole like, oh, so, you know, touching little kids and raping people in murder, that should be legal. Because
program
that's
complete.
What anarchy is. No, that's not what anarchy is, because that fucking affects someone else. So no. Wow, is this motherfucker gonna win? Get up there, number 6. Get your ass up there. Come on.
Program
Wow,
complete.
you fucking suck. Yeah, I've gone on these fucking rants before, but like basically an actual anarchist simply believes
Program complete.
that no adult has any inherent authority over any other adult. And they don't. Like, they don't. Like, who... Unless you're in my house or trying to do something to me or my kid,
Program
or trying
complete.
to take something from me or my kid, who the fuck am I to tell you how to live? You want to go fucking stick a needle in your arm? That's completely up to you. So long as you have a job and you support your own habit, and you're not fucking stealing to support that habit, that's up to you. You want to be a fucking alcoholic and get bombed every day? As long as you don't get behind the wheel of a car and put other people at risk, that's up to you. If you want to kill yourself, that is completely up to you. It is not my place to tell you how to live, or to even tell you
Program
that you
complete.
have to live. Hey, no problem, man. Glorious Bastard. That's a fucking good name. Thank you very much. Usually I stream on the weekends, but I have no schedule right now because my real life is as much of a clusterfuck as our government is. I mean, Jared has somewhat of an idea because he actually knows me in real life. Like, I'm crazy, but I'm not, like, really crazy. Like, I'm not crazy enough that I would go and do, like, these fucking rando shootings and shit. Like, I can't wrap my head around that. If I'm gonna do something to somebody, you know, they have to have had done something to me. You know, that's one thing. I can't wrap my head around these random acts of violence and shit. Like, I have a hard time hurting somebody if they haven't done anything to me or to somebody else. Put a pincushion, and I'll sleep soundly that night.
Holding second, it's the 6-horse. It's first place, it's the 1.
Hell, I would love to save the taxpayers. If I was ever independently wealthy, I'd have a fucking warehouse somewhere where I would deal with those motherfuckers myself.
Chip batters out there.
Place 5th. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Hell, I get pissed off when, like, when people are, when people grieve over somebody that has taken their own life, that's fine. Personally, I've had my moments, but as long as my kid is around and needs me, that's, you know, like, I knew that option was off the table once I had kids. Not everybody can think of that when they're in those, you know, when they're having those moments or those feelings. You know, like, oh man, what the hell is his name? Etika. You know, that IRL that he did before he killed himself. The very reasons that he listed off to himself and to his stream as for why he was doing it is actually, a lot of those are specific reasons why I myself have considered the fact that that's just not a viable solution. Because the thing is, it's kind of hard to do that without it affecting someone else, you know? Like, I've actually thought about it pragmatically. Like, you can't throw yourself in front of a train. It makes a mess. Other people have to clean that up. You know, it's going to traumatize the engineer. Maybe he's got a perfect fucking operating record and you just ruined it because you couldn't handle life, you know? Walk out in front of a bus. Same thing. You're going to fuck up the guy that runs you over. Like, you're going to fuck with this guy. And shit like that. If you have kids, personally, I think it's kind of, that at that point it is kind of selfish to make that decision because your kid's relying on you. And even if you're fucking loopy and you're in a mental hospital, as long as you're alive, you can still be there for your kids in some facet. I would never encourage someone to do it, but I am sympathetic to people that deal with severe depression and shit. Like, I grew up watching my mother deal with that shit. My mother and my aunt have both spent time at Tewksbury Estate. Like, well, I'm sympathetic to it. I never ever blame people for feeling like that. That shit pisses me off. People that blame people.
Number 2 is the leader. And the 4-horse.
But like Chappelle talked about that on his latest special. The Bourdain, no, that guy, Andrew Bourdain. I think I might be fucking
holding second.
You know, he compared this guy who had a very good job, an awesome job, realistically a good life, and he made that decision to do that. He did that to a friend of his that he grew up with whose life has gone to shit, but the guy was still optimistic. You know, everyone's different. What do you want? What do you want? But yeah, back to the root conversation we were having. I mean, ultimately, I don't think anybody has any inherent right to tell anyone else what to do. Just because. I mean, at least with elected officials, like, people are electing the person into that position. But most of the time, they don't fucking listen to us once they're elected anyways. And that goes for fucking Democrats and Republicans. You know? I'm not a fucking staunch Trump supporter. I think he's done some dumb shit, but I also have to acknowledge the shit that he's done that has been good. Low unemployment rate. Strengthen the economy. He wants border control, which I don't understand why that's a big deal. These Democrats are like, yeah, anyone who comes here can get free shit. I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to work my balls off to hand out free shit to somebody who just got here. When we build replicators like in Star Trek, that's when I'll be all for socialism, because then we can have a low scarcity economy. You know, when we have devices that will literally make stuff out of thin air, then it will be alright. But until that happens, socialism is theft. Taxation is theft. It should be pay per use, personally. Like, fuck it. Make every single road a toll road. Obviously not as expensive as some of the fucking tolls are on some of these roads, but I don't know. Yes, I agree that there's a huge income disparity in this country. Certainly not as bad as Venezuela. Venezuela's income disparity is way larger than ours. But at the same time, the people in this country that have a lot of money have it because either them or somebody in their family worked to build that up. You know, and they use their labor and their time and their brain capacity to build that wealth. And I don't think it's anyone else's business to say, oh, we need to redistribute that. And people in this country are fucked. The one that, oh, there's nothing wrong with socialism. Yeah, but here's the other side of that, right? They're not stealing jobs. They're not coming here and putting a gun up to the shop owner and saying, you're going to hire me for less money because I said so. All right? The jobs that hire illegals are part of the problem. Illegal immigration, them taking jobs, they have to be offered these jobs in the first place. All right? So part of the problem are the fucking employers that do it. They bring in harsh drugs. Again, they wouldn't be bringing in drugs if there wasn't a demand for it. And personally, the only reason why the government has an issue has nothing to do with public safety. Is because they're not getting their cut. That's what they're not getting their cut. But look at Al Capone. Motherfucker didn't go to jail until he went to jail for tax evasion because the government wasn't getting their slice. Yes, we need border control because we should have borders to maintain our sovereignty. You know, until we have a unified world government, and I don't mean a fucking New World Order type government, I mean like a Star Trek like unified world government. Until we have that, we need border. Countries have a right to have sovereign borders. Yeah, and ask anyone that's for open borders if they'd be more than willing to take the locks off the doors of their homes and their cars. See what they say. No, the thing is, like, people have to have resolve on shit. They have to be prepared to make the fucking hard choices. You know, I'm determined to fucking make it through life without relying on credit. And You can tell. Like, I don't have nice shit. I fucking struggle sometimes because I try not. You want to like clear out of the way so I can use the elevator? Come on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, some asshole in an oppressor somewhere. Fully loaded. If you got someone on an MK2 oppressor, you run fully loaded, you get a ruiner that is extremely difficult to blow up. And you got a ruiner that's extremely difficult to blow up and has unlimited rockets. So it levels the playing field with some of these dickheads that run the MK2 oppressors to troll people. You know what? I might be making a mistake even going out and about, but fuck it.
What was that?
Nice U-turn, asswipe. This thing's not bad. I never bought it. I picked it up yesterday because I looked in the store and it was shown it being free. I'm not a Volvo fan, but anyone who likes old Volvos would be interested in that Volcar. It's basically a 70s vintage Volvo DL. I say 70s because it's got the round headlights. In the 80s, Volvo went to square headlights on those. This thing fucking boots, man. It's got some sack.
Shit! I gotta get this fucking loan, man.
Sure.
If I don't pay it back, he'll kill. Stupid bitch!
I think I might be stocked up on snacks. I haven't done much besides racing. I'm not gonna protect shit.
Boss. Hello. What can I do for you? Keep your blood sugar up. Have a good day.
I can't stay on the TV programming for too long because I get copyright flagged on fucking YouTube for it. If you stream the fucking TV shows on this, Take-Two Interactive will put a global ban on your shit till you edit it out. Again, I think if people want to buy drugs, there's a market for it. You can't blame illegals for bringing drugs into the country if they're bringing in a product that people in this country want to buy. That's not the illegal. That's not the fault of illegals. I don't really appreciate how cartels fucking exploit them. You know, the cartels are fucking scumbags. Jesus. What time is it? Holy shit, it's almost 5:30. Upcast Paladin, huh? Who the fuck steals one of these things anymore? See what people are doing. Fogman, huh? Let's have a little bit of fun.
What that shit do, dog? Cool, my man on
let's watch. He ripped him out of the fucking car. Hey, nice. He took the car too. Good, he didn't steal any money either. I just wanted to, like, watch someone get mugged. Dude, the crackheads are so much more reliable than Merryweather, and they're a fraction of the price. See. I think I'm gonna switch games for a second. What the fuck should I play? What's good for killing him? I haven't played Rainbow Six in forever. I'm at like 25% now. I could get my ass handed to me in fucking Apex solos for a little bit. Wait for light stream to load up. I don't know, if I ever won like one of those huge fucking Powerballs, like Powerball that was like $750 million, it was like $750 million. It sounds more impressive when you say $750 million. I would probably spend a good chunk of that fucking... I'd probably spend a good chunk of that trying to run for president. Why not? Excuse me. Alright, so... Oh, you get used to it. I'm not that great at it. I haven't played Rainbow Six in like 3 weeks. Try my hand at terrorist hunt. Let's see, I'll put up my be right back.
Hey, it's Nicola with the Jack Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day, 'cause gonna be jacking your fucking pumpkins away with the Jack Chop. Fucking. You love jack-o'-lanterns, you fucking hate carving them. It's Halloween.
Yeah.
You got trick-or-treaters up the ass, your kids are running around like retards. You ain't got time to be carving a motherfucking pumpkin, kid. But with the Jack Chop, you can have a pumpkin carved in just minutes. I'm fucking serious, dude. Watch this shit, alright? With regular knives, it can take forever.
I'm gonna
They're
leave
not
Mixer
safe for
active,
kids. But watch how
I'm
the
going
Jack Chop
to
slices right through
shut
the...
down Restream and restart.
Cut off your fucking finger? No fucking problem. Jack Chop. Now they're gonna charge you $1 at the CVS for one of them fake plastic pumpkins. But with the Jack Chop, you can have a real one
maybe-
and be the baddest
you know, I
dude
haven't
in
played fucking
Revere.
Rocket League
Now
in a
when you're
while.
carving your jack-o'-lantern, you don't want it rolling
Maybe
around,
more
falling down the
interest.
steps, lighting your fucking kids on fire. So all you just gotta do is lift it right up like this and put it down on... Put it right down on the fucking... Put it on the fucking... Nah, I'm alright. What? But you gotta watch out, because some pumpkins are queer. Now it's time for the face. A happy face, a scary face, or a syphilis face. Okay, here we go. Now, alright, sometimes